welcome back to the channel. I'm Holly Walter. If you're new here, please do me a quick favor and go down and hit the subscribe button and that notification bell so you can stay up to date on what's happening over here on this channel. Now, it's no surprise, I've got a favorite camera bag. I've already done a review on it. I'll throw a link in the card above and in the description below. But I have been a user of the Shimoda Explore original bags for quite some time, since about 2019, late 2019. Been a big fan of them because they were the first bags I found that fit my female body. I've been using the Explore 60 liter and the Explore 30 liter exclusively for quite some time. And recently, I've been contacted by Shimoda to do a review of their newest bag, the Shimoda Explore V2. Quick shout out to my buddy Andrew over at andrewsphotoventures. He helped me shoot the intro of this video. So if you don't already, please go down and follow him on YouTube and Instagram. I'll leave the links to his pages down below in the description. So the Shimoda Explore V2 is available in 3 different options. It's in a 25 liter, a 30, and a 35 liter bag. Shimoda was kind enough to send me a 25 liter bag to review. This is not a paid review. These are all my own personal opinions about this bag, but just a quick disclaimer, they did send me this bag for free in conjunction that I do a review on this bag. So first things first, this bag is not out on the market just yet. It's currently out on a Kickstarter, which ends at the end of this month, July 30th. So you got a few more days to get in on that, and that's going to be at the lowest prices you can get it in. So the new Shimoda Explorer V2 is kind of a combination of the original Explorer series and the most recent Action X series. So it seems to be that they took some of the best features of both of those bags, melded them together to come out with a new updated version of the Explorer series, and they knocked it out of the park. It's a great bag and I really love what they've done with it. So let's go ahead and get into it. So the bag itself is made out of a really nice weather resistant material, not waterproof, weather resistant. So it's great if you're going to be like out in nice light rain, maybe some snow or some mist from a waterfall. Super weather resistant, and most of the zippers have a YKK splash guard zipper. You don't have to worry about water splashing in and harming your equipment. One of the only zippers that doesn't have that YKK splash guard is going to be this front one here, but this pocket does not go directly into your camera core unit, so you don't have to worry about any water seeping in here into your camera pocket. So one thing Shimoda did not skimp on this bag is pockets. This bag has so many pockets. And that's one thing I really enjoy about this bag. One thing that they added to the original Explorer series is get this nice half zip pocket here. So a nice open pocket, only goes halfway down the bag. Really nice. I found that I spend most of my time out in the wilderness, either well before sunrise or well after sunset. And I like to put my toiletries in here, my bathroom items. That way, a little more hygienic. It's away from everything else that I have in my bag. And just going further down from the front to the back of the bag, you do now have these 2 directional zippers, not just the single directional zippers like you did on the original series. So that's super nice, a lot easier to use. Open up this flap and you have a nice deep pocket that runs the extent of the bag. And then from here inside you also have this nice elastic piece. So this acts as a water bladder sleeve. Here's where your hook would be. Your hose will run through this port right here, out through your bag and out the shoulder. So much easier for the water bladder. It's further away from the camera, but you also have a couple of different options that you can use. Great. Well, I found that I really like to store my outer shells, like my Gore-Tex jacket or my puffy jacket to stay warm if it's early morning or late evening. And they do have these 2 pockets right here as well. Great for snacks or storing batteries or anything like that. Now, similarly to the original Explorer series, you do have what's kind of like the brain pocket of the bag. This one also has that dual directional zipper. This one, it's kind of boxy, so it's a little bit different than the other one where it just kind of laid with the lay of the land. You do have a mesh pocket here that runs the length of the pocket. It's not very deep, but I like to put my batteries right there. On this side, this is kind of a padded pocket. I like to put my wallet, and then you do have your key ring here, so you can keep your keys nice and safe. You don't want to lose those keys while you're out climbing mountains or anything like that. And one super interesting detail about this series is that this whole pocket is removable. So right here you're gonna have this hidden zipper line. Grab this zipper and you can unzip all the way around and remove this whole pocket if you so choose. And then you just have one large main pocket if you're not big into the organizational piece. And one thing they did add with the traveler in mind is this new pocket right here that runs parallel to the back of the bag. So this one is intended to be able to access your laptop sleeve, which I'm not using a laptop in it, I've got my sit pad. Able to access your laptop sleeve without having to lay your bag down, open up the back, and access it that way if you're on an airplane. This way, if it's in the upper compartment, you can just unzip this pocket, grab a laptop, and take it out. Just super nice, super handy. Now coming to the back of the bag, you obviously have your main pocket, and the big thing that Shimoda does is it's book-like opening instead of a front to back. So with the Shimoda 25 liter, you get a small mirrorless core unit, which is the only one that fits in this bag. I haven't tested out any of the older core units in this bag just yet, but this is the only option that would come with a bag once you order it. The 30 and the 35, you can fit up to a large DSLR core unit with like the 35 into a couple of different options. So it's super modular and you can fit whatever you need in that bag. Here's the laptop sleeve. It's a little bit thicker, a little bit more padded. It's a little deeper. So if you've got kind of a thicker laptop, or if you've got a 13-inch laptop with a secondary screen, you can absolutely fit that right here and it'd be nice and padded. One thing that does come with the bag, which I kind of fit right down here, is a rain cover. So the rain cover is nice, so you don't have to worry about your gear getting absolutely drenched or damaged, and you don't have to worry about trying to purchase a rain sleeve separately. It's always been an issue of mine trying to find a rain sleeve that fits over the bags aftermarket. One additional thing is on the outside of that brain pocket is this little mesh pocket right here. So super nice. It's kind of meant for like your documents and maps and things like that. I like to put my filter holder right here, but it's also accessible from the top. So it's got dual zippers. So if you access it from this zipper up here, this pocket where you get your laptop from, you can open it from both directions, which is super neat. Then one thing Shimoda took from their Action X series is the side pockets. So the new Explorer V2 has 2 new side pockets. So similar to the Explorer V1, you have your stowable tripod holder. This time, you now have 2. So one thing I really like about having these 2 tripod stowage bags is that you can carry a tripod on one side, water bottle on the other, and these are super easy to get a water bottle in and out of. You don't have to worry about taking the backpack off in order to get the water bottle out or to put the water bottle back in. You can absolutely use your water bottle and put it away while you've got the bag on your back. So it's super awesome, and if you're not wanting to use them, you can just stow them back up and zip it up. Makes it a nice, sleek pack. If you're not wanting to indicate to other people that you're carrying a camera bag and got a bunch of expensive equipment in your bag. And then on the where is left side, you've got an additional pocket here where it stows. So I like to have both of my tripod sleeves deployed, and right here is where I put my filter case. I've got a think tank filter case, slides right in here nice and easy. Then you do have two more clear pockets right here. So these are touted as your filter pockets for like your square filters, your 100 millimeters, what have you. I don't trust myself to put my filters here. I'm a bit of a klutz, I fall a lot. So that's why I put my filters here in a padded case. I like to put snacks or my extra SD card sleeve, I like to put that here. One kind of downside though is in order to access these side zipper pockets, you do have to unbuckle your bottom cinch strap. So that's a little bit of a pain, but it's pretty minor in the scheme of things. Then on the opposite side, you have something a little bit different. You now have side access to your mirrorless core units. So right here you have a nice zippered flap which you can have closed or open, and you can access your camera with your bag on, just slinging it over your side. So this is super nice, especially like if you're traveling and you're in an area to where you can't put your bag down, or you're shooting a waterfall and you're actively in the river, can't put your bag down, or you have no safe place to put it. You can always just access your camera there, or put your camera away without having to take your bag fully off. Then you have a nice concealed pocket on this side as well. So it's full-length Velcro. It's touted as a passport pocket. So it's meant to be concealed. At first glance, it looks just like a seam. Super padded. So I don't travel internationally a lot, so I don't see myself putting a passport here. But maybe I'll put some other accessories or put my batteries there once they have died and have been used up. So now we've gone through all the pockets. Let's go into how the bag fits. So the bag, one thing that Shimoda does really well is they are the closest thing to one size fits all bag. So on their bags, you have the adjustable torso length shoulder straps. So you can adjust it from the smallest people all the way up to the tallest people. Now the Explorer series, at least on the 25-liter version, only goes from small to large. So just be mindful of that on which bag you do pick if you're a taller person or you've got a really tall torso. I'm fairly short, I'm only 5'4", so I use it on a small, maybe a medium, depending on the day. So you have a nice air mesh back panel, which got added airflow and a little bit more cushion down here in the lumbar support area. So it's a lot more comfortable, a lot more padded. You don't get quite as sweaty, as bad. And you do get that in the hip belt as well. Another thing that they took from the Action X series is this hip belt is removable. So back here is just some Velcro. You can just unvelcro it, slide it on out, depending on if you need it or not. If you're going super lightweight with your gear, traveling through an airport, or you just don't like having a hip belt. I like having a hip belt, and it's just one thing that I really enjoy. It just makes going out a lot easier for me. Now I have the women's technical straps on my bag. These are the same technical straps that you would find with the original Explorer series or the Action X series, so not much has changed here. The other options you do have are the women's simple straps and the men's technical straps. So you have 3 different options of straps, just like with any other Shimoda bag. Big difference is the men's technical straps. So the men's technical straps are made out of the same cushioned mesh, so it's super nice and comfortable. It only does have the 1 sternum strap compared to the 2 with the women's straps, but it's still super comfy. With the right hand pocket, similar to the Action X, you got a zippable pocket. It's fairly large, it's super deep, so you can fit a bear spray, small water bottle, personal locator beacon, something like that. On this side, they did increase the size of the pocket. So I've got an iPhone 12 Pro. You can easily fit that in there with room to spare. So they do say that you can fit like a 12 Pro Max or a Galaxy or any of the larger phones. And they did add this little strap here. This is meant to hold a lav mic. So if you've got like a Rode Wireless Go, which I don't, you can put that there so you don't have to worry about losing it while in the field. Now comparing the two women's straps. The two women's straps, we've got the technical strap and then we've got the simple strap. The simple strap, no pockets, a lot more streamlined. It does have that cushion mesh though, unlike the women's technical strap. That's my primary gripe, is that the women's technical strap doesn't have this mesh cushion. It's just the regular cushion, no mesh. It is a little bit more cushioned, I guess, but yeah. It's my only gripe. Now, one thing that I've noticed is that I cannot wear the simple straps. I'm too big. I'm too big in the chest. So just be mindful of that with what straps you do get. If you're bigger in the chest or you're naturally a curvier woman, they might not fit. One thing I did notice though is with these straps, you can see all this extra material up here from where the Velcro is. And this just makes it extremely difficult to get the back panel open when your straps are on. So one thing I've noticed I had to do when I had those straps on, because those are the first straps that came with the bag that I got, I'd really have to fly these open in order to access the back panel. So it just makes it a little bit more inefficient having all this extra material. I don't know why they added all that extra material, but it's just something to keep in mind. Now with women's technical straps, it's again very similar to the technical straps you'd find for the original Explorer series or the Action X. So they're a lot more curvier. They actually come contoured under the armpits to give you more area in the chest. They also have two sternum straps, for one above and one below your chest, to make sure that you don't create any pinch points or any stress points. Just an overall more comfortable carry. And it's not just good for women, they're great for men. I do know a couple of guys that like the women's chest straps. They're just a little bit more comfortable just because of the location on the chest, and it feels more secure personally. Now the pockets, you do have an elastic pocket on the wearer's right side. So with this pocket, I tend to put my bear spray. I go out hiking a lot by myself, and luckily I've never needed to use bear spray, but I like to have it to where it's easily accessible and I can quickly deploy it. On this wearer's left side, you do have your phone pocket. Now this pocket is smaller compared to the men's technical straps. So that's about the max you can fit, is about an iPhone 12 Pro. There's not any extra room in this pocket. So that is one downside to the women's technical straps, is if you've got a bigger phone, you're not going to be able to fit it. You're going to have to be able to figure out how to carry it elsewhere, either in the brain, in your pockets, or somewhere else on your body. And I do use a Peak Design capture clip, so that is one thing that on the women's technical straps you can absolutely use. It makes it really easy to be able to access your camera super quickly if need be. Now, a few of the other features that Shimoda did put into this bag is not only do you have your regular top handle, but they elongated this side handle here with the intention of using it with a roller bag, making it super easy to travel in an airport. So what you can do with it being elongated is you can slide the handle of the roller bag right through this strap right here and just put it on your roller bag. Makes it super easy to go through an airport with. And they also added this bottom handle strap on the bag as well. So if you're in an area and you need to move your bag for whatever reason from one place to another, you can grab the top and bottom handle, pick it straight up, slide it on over wherever you need. That way you don't have to worry about dumping all the contents out of the bag. So those are going to be the main features and fit of the bag. And now let me go ahead and fill the bag on up with camera gear that I carry, and we can see a couple different options on kind of equipment that you can carry. Now this is about what I would generally take while going out and shooting landscapes. I've got my Nikon D7200 with my 24-70, and I've got my 16-35 right here, or 16-35 equivalent right here. I do have a microphone, generally carry a backup. I've got my headlamp, Then I've got my accoutrement accessories right here, like wireless remotes, multi-tool, lens cleaning wipes, things like that. So a bunch of varieties that you can carry this equipment. You can carry a full-body DSLR, or in my sense a crop sensor DSLR, in the bag, in the small ICU. So that is one thing that you can do, is fit a regular DSLR in a small mirrorless ICU. Now, one thing I noticed with the E25, or the 25-liter version of the new Explorer V2, is that with only getting the small mirrorless core unit, it's really difficult if you do wildlife or you have a generally larger lens. One thing I did figure out is that the Sigma 150 to 600 Contemporary does fit in the small mirrorless core unit, as long as you do have a Peak Design capture clip and you wear your main camera body on the Peak Design capture clip, or you have it up in the brain pocket. So if you've got a larger lens, anything like similar in size to this or smaller, it'll absolutely fit with some constraints. And I do still have my 24 to 70 and my ultra wide right here. I don't have my camera body or in here or anything like that, because I'm shooting on that right now. And I got a little bit more area right here for like my headlamp and any additional lights that I may have. So if you like to shoot wildlife, or you do primarily telephoto, you can absolutely fit a telephoto lens in here of a bigger size. I don't think you'd be able to fit like a 600 or 400 prime. It just seems a little too big for this size of ICU. Now, compared to the original Shimoda Explorer, one thing you may be noticing is that you no longer have the accessory straps along the back. The camera bag does come with your accessory straps, so you can lash it at 12 different points. So a bunch of different varieties there. So if you've got some more equipment that you want to carry, like a slider or a third tripod, or 2 tripods and a water bottle, or you just got some wet clothes, like a wet jacket that you don't want to put in the backpack and get anything else wet, you can lash it to the outside of your bag and not have to worry about losing it or anything like that. And that is the Shimoda Explorer E25, the 25-liter version of the new Shimoda Explorer V2. So I've only been given the bag for the last about week and a half to 2 weeks, so not a whole lot of time. But I'm already a really big fan of the bag. Super comfortable fit. They definitely hit all the things that I needed as a landscape photographer. It's a little small, but me, I'm a pack rat. So having a smaller bag will ensure that I don't take everything and the kitchen sink with me when I go out and just ruin my bag for me. It'll really make it to where I can keep shooting for longer. So that is one really nice thing. So there you have it. This is the new Shimoda Explorer V2 25-liter edition. Honestly, even though I've only had it for a very short amount of time, I think it's an absolute excellent bag. Shimoda knocked it out of the park on the features that they give you, as well as just how sleek this bag is. And I definitely think this is going to be my new favorite bag when going out to the field. I may order a larger bag, like the 30 or the 35, just for days that I want to go out and like do astrophotography with my star tracker. I can't quite fit that in this smaller one, but that'll be purchased out of my own pocket. But absolutely a fantastic bag. I can't recommend it enough. I'm super excited to be using this for the long term in the near future. So if you liked today's video, please go down and like the video. And again, if you don't already subscribe to this channel, please go down and subscribe and ring that notification bell so you can stay up to date on everything that goes on this channel. I appreciate you watching, and I'll catch you in the next video. Bye for now.